What up, reader fam? Today I am bringing you my most anticipated releases of the spring season! In this video I will talk about book releases that are coming out March, April, and May that I'm super duper stoked for! This video is being sponsored in part by Penguin Random House and Quirk Books, and without further ado, let's get started. Let's talk about some books that I'm stoked for! So stoked! How many times can I say stoked in a video? Way too many times. First up on my list is Traitor to the Throne, which comes out on March 7th. This is actually the sequel to Rebel of the Sands, and I actually haven't read that book yet, but I'm still excited for the sequel. Because once I read the first book, I'm sure I'm gonna want to dive right into the second book. I believe this is a historical fantasy series with a bit of a Western vibe to it. Yeehaw! We follow this girl named Imani who has some major sharpshooting skills. Bang bang! And she's living in this small town that she's just super duper tired of. So of course this stranger pops up out of nowhere and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go with this dude and I'm gonna ditch this town. It's a series full of magic and mythical creatures and of course lots of shooting. Bang bang! Next on my list is A Crown of Wishes, which comes out on March 28th. I just recently read Rashani's first book, The Star-Touched Queen, and I just adored the writing. It was just so delicious. And I'm really looking forward to reading this next book by her. This is actually a companion to her first book. I don't think you have to read the first book to have read this book, but I mean, you should read the first book because it's really good, and then you can just read this book and it will also hopefully be really good. This story actually follows the sister of the main character from The Star-Touched Queen, and without spoiling anything, I believe the sister ends up getting in a rough situation due to a war that's brewing. And she's gotta get herself out of that rough situation. But it's gonna be rough getting out of that rough situation. Rough, rough, rough. Next on my list is Geek Arella, and this book comes out on April 4th. And this book just sounds glorious and full of geeky goodness, and I am just so excited for it. It's described as part romance and part love letter to nerd culture. Those are ingredients to a good book. So this story follows a girl named Elle who is in full-on fandom mode for the series that she's grown up watching called Starfield. And she finds out about this cosplay event that's happening where if you win the cosplay event, you get to meet one of the actors from the show, and she's kind of freaking out about that. So of course, she has to enter it. The only thing is, her evil stepsisters are gonna enter it too. This just sounds like it's going to be incredibly fun. A Cinderella retelling with a super nerdy twist. Gotta have it, gonna love it. Next on my list is a contemporary story called The Whole Thing Together. This one just sounds like a very heartfelt contemporary stories, and you guys know that I eat up books like this. This is about a family who was once all put together and they would spend their summers at this awesome beach house, but then one day the family was torn apart, and with that came two new families. While the parents divorced and got new families, they never divorced the beach house, and they both refused to give it up. This book just sounds like it has the potential to be rather dramatic, but also a little bit emotional because of the things that the characters are going through. I'm not sure, but either way, I'm looking forward to reading this one. It was also blurbed by Nicola Yoon, who was like the queen of contemporary, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Next on my list is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, which comes out on May 23rd. I have been wanting this book ever since I finished Lady Midnight. I think everybody who finished Lady Midnight has been wanting this book ever since they finished Lady Midnight. I mean, how can you not just want it after you finish that book? I'm so freaking eager to find out what happens next in this trilogy, and I can't wait to get my hands on this book. So those are all the books that I am highly anticipating coming out this spring season. Obviously, there are so many other books that are coming out, but these are just the ones that I am super hecka excited for. With that being said, if I missed a book that you're highly anticipating, you should let me know down below what that book is. Also, let me know down below if you are anticipating any of the books that I mentioned on my list. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos frequently on this channel, so if you want to be notified for when I post new videos, be sure and go and click subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye! Choo!